to Israel. Yahweh even said so far that He will raise up people even when they are dead in those lands, and He will take them back.
Yes, sir! This nigga spit!
They were taken to England, they were taken to Belgium, they were taken to Denmark, they were also taken to America and many other nations. So the blacks that ended up in America today who call themselves American don't even realize that they were not originally American. African Americans have a true heritage with the Elohim of Israel. They indeed are the Hebrew Israelites of ancient times. Brazil has a large number of Hebrew Israelites. We have America has a large number, and even Canada has Hebrew Israelites. So they were driven out, and we know from history that they ended up in African lands. And I would suggest to you very strongly that the Hebrew Israelites were black. The customs today of the African nations, you will find, was very particularly linked to Hebrew Israelite customs. Now, this may come as a shock to many of you. This may come as a shock to many of you because you've been taught that, the children of Israel are in England, and they are in Belgium and in Denmark, and they are the white folks or the Europeans. No, they are not.
Right there, that was no bar. That was no bar. Nigga, listen.
In fact, if you find the practices, one of the practices that the Hebrew Israelite customs has was a polygamy. The Nigerians, for instance, Christians, don't stop having two wives. They still have two wives, many of the people. Even though the Western Europeans reject the idea of having two wives.
Why have one bitch when you can have five? Why have five bitches? You can have nine.
They want monogamous single relationships. You find that the Western people, including the American people, are stuck in their monogamous past, which was from the Romans and from the Greeks. People are happy with homosexuality. They're not happy with polygamy. Why? Because these people were never part of the Hebrew Israelites. They kept their customs, and they still sneer at the customs of Hebrew Israelites. Hebrew Israelites, on the other hand, they don't have a problem with single marriages or dual marriages. Why? Because they were Hebrew Israelites. These are part of the laws of the Bible. For instance, if you go to Ghana today, down here, you will find that the Ghanaians have a tribe called the Ashanti. The Ashanti tribe are from an area they identify in Israel called Ashan. Ashan is a Hebrew word that means smoke, and it relates to the burning. Why? Because when the Jerusalem was burning, these people left Israel and they ended up in these African regions. These Ashanti people, they identify their Almighty Creator as someone called Yeme, or they have the word spelled is N-Y-E-M-E, O-N-Y-E-M-E, Onyeme, but they don't pronounce the O and the N. So the Yeme, the word M, the letter M, is interchangeable in the ancient Ashanti language with W. There would be Yahweh. Yahweh is a term for Yud-He-Vav-He, which many people pronounce like myself, Yahweh. Some of you pronounce as Yahuwah.
Correct pronunciation is Yahweh. There are no E's, O's, and U's in the original Paleo-Hebrew.
However, that tells us something about the Ashanti people in Africa. Ashanti people are Hebrew people. They still have the custom of the woman separating for the menstruation period, 7 days. They still have the custom of circumcising their children. But show me these customs in the Americans. Show me these customs in the British people. You won't find them. They don't exist. Because these people in the British Islands, in the American Islands, the people who are today Americans, and I'm talking about the Caucasians, white people, they are quite happy to live monogamous lives, and they're quite happy to live in non-religious lives, such as women don't have to separate, they don't like getting circumcised. These were Hebrew customs, and these customs are despised in the West. So my friends, if you look at Isaiah chapter 11 verse 11, where Yahweh talks about bringing them out the second time, Yahweh says very clearly what lands He's calling them out of. He talks about the land of Mitzrayim, talks about Assyria. He doesn't say, I'm going to call you out of England. But I know that there are Hebrew Israelites in England, in small numbers. There are Hebrew Israelites in America, possibly in larger numbers, being the black people and the black people who are mixed in with other people in America. So yes, Hashem, He will call many people out. Yes, He will. But the original Hebrew Israelites are black people. Yehoshua, our master, commanded us in Matthew chapter 15 verse 24, says, go and seek the lost sheep, the prostituting sheep of the house of Israel. If we are not doing that today, then our being in Christianity or whatever religion we want to call ourselves in is a waste of time. Our goal and our mission is to go and teach Torah and reconcile those people back to the Elohim of Israel here.